Western politicians are finally kind of doing something about Israel. Following last week's departure of the global Sumud flotilla from the port of Barcelona, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez announced considerable measures against the state of Israel this Monday. Sánchez's government came out with 9 structural measures against the state of Israel. These include the urgent approval of a royal decree law legally consolidating an arms embargo on Israel, the prohibition of transit through Spanish ports for all ships carrying fuel for the IDF, the denial of entry into Spanish airspace to all state aircraft transporting defense material destined for Israel, the prohibition of access to all Spanish territory for persons directly involved in the genocide, the prohibition on all transportation of products from illegal settlements, the limitation of consular services provided to residents of illegal settlements, the reinforcement of support of the Palestinian Authority through an increase in Spanish troops at the border crossing in Rafah, an expansion of Spain's contribution to the UNRWA agency for Palestinian refugees, and finally, an increase in humanitarian aid and cooperation for Gaza. And on top of that, leftist politician Yolanda Diaz, a member of Sánchez's government that serves as the Minister of Labor and Social Economy, tweeted out following the government's decision that the Spanish embassy in Tel Aviv should be removed, something that would effectively shut down all diplomatic ties between Israel and Spain. This is relatively good news. For a major Western nation and a member of the European Union, these structural measures, while coming way too late into the genocide, will systematically weaken the Israeli state. While Sánchez still unfortunately frames all this in a language of defending yourself is one thing, but genocide is another, even as the entire Israeli state exists on occupied land, we still hope that this will trigger a domino effect where other EU countries gain the balls and do the right thing. We are way past an actual victory. These measures are coming in 2 years into the genocide, Sánchez has been in power the entire time, and Spanish citizens have been protesting relentlessly since the very beginning of the genocide in October 2023. We should still demand more from our politicians. An arms embargo is one thing and is a good start, but Israel is still an occupying force that needs to be systematically suffocated until the occupation and the apartheid are lifted. It worked on South Africa in the 1980s and it will work on Israel. A free Palestine is not just end of genocide, but complete systematic liberation of the Palestinian people from the boot of Israeli colonialism.